sign with or who you hang your license with does not define you as your business.
Oh, it's been 2 years-ish since I feel like this is crooked still. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Natalie Perez-Benitoa. If this is your first time, welcome. Welcome. Last year, I did a video about my first year in real estate, my experience, what I learned, the mistakes I made. You can check out that video here, or maybe here, I don't remember. And if you're a buyer or seller on my channel, this might not be the video for you. I should probably cut that out. First point that I'd like to make is to follow your fucking instincts. Okay, that needs to go on a t-shirt. If something or someone throws you off, messes with your gut, checks your morals, just walk the other way. Don't even question it. Because let me tell you what happened to me, or what my experience was with this example. I spent about 4 months dedicating my time to someone who was a con artist. Truly, that's what he was. Yep, he contacted me. So he was looking for a home in Naples between 3 million and 12 million. And I was like, okay, that range is huge and not very specific, but okay, tell me more. He showed me his Bitcoin account worth over $1 billion, and he didn't really show me his proof of funds. He just kind of like flashed his phone. So that was sketchy, and I was like, well, all right. Again, tell me more. I didn't listen to my instincts. He started sending me properties that were like over $15, $40 million homes. He would ask me a million questions about it. I wanted to get the due diligence, wanted access to the property. It just felt weird. He didn't drive a car. He was living with family. Not to say billionaires need to drive cars or not be living with family, but things were just not lining up. We went to lunch and I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, he was like, we're good. It's all settled. I was like, oh, thank you. That was the first time he had paid. And we get out to my car, and to this day, I still don't know if he actually paid. I think he dined and ditched. And no billionaire that I'm aware of would dare to do something like that. But again, what do I know? A bunch of other series of events happened, and finally I was like, this is too good to be true. This guy is dicking me around. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Follow your instincts with all your clients, especially if your personal phone is also your work phone and it's on the internet. You're gonna get spam calls. You're gonna get people bothering you, in your text messages and your calls. And a lot of them will seem like, oh, it's a lead, I've gotta pursue it. And just that little voice in your head, listen to that. Listen to that little voice. It's trying to tell you something. Don't do what I did. And if you're in the Naples area, there is a lot of con artist stuff. As I told colleagues and peers this story, they're like, oh yeah, I've had something similar like that too. And I'm like, why doesn't anyone talk about this? Like, what? Being a green, newer agent, with someone coming to you with a budget like that, like I look at it now and oh shit, how did I not see that? Not proud of it. But moving right along, don't get caught up in your deals. That's something that I went through. My whole life was real estate, and then I had this mentor sales manager of mine say like, what are your hobbies? And I'm like, I like to work out, like hang out with my family once in a while, watch Netflix. But all of it was so isolating. I wasn't really doing much social life. Well, maybe you're sitting at a bar, spark up a conversation with somebody. You don't need to be that person who's like, hi, I'm Natalie. I'm a real estate agent. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? You don't need to do that. You need to be a person first. So if you're at the bar and you're talking to someone who's like, not your vibe, kind of weird, whatever the case, that's the small talk stuff. Chances are good if you don't like their vibe then, you're not going to enjoy doing a real estate transaction with them. Save yourself the trouble. There's plenty of people out there who will organically be attracted to you if you put yourself in the situations where you shine. Do that more. I don't know what's happening with like this little flippity flip. Optics. It's all about optics. I've said it a million times. This business is just like show business. There's no business like show. I don't even know if that's how it goes. It's been a while since I've heard that song. But if I told you the amount of times that I set up these pillows behind me to make it look cuter than it actually is, honey, it would take all day, okay? We have nothing hung on the walls still in our house because we're kind of lazy, indecisive, and I don't know. Anyway, it's about optics. We are always performing. We are always pretending. I say all of that because if you are a new agent and you do not have listings, that's okay. You need to make it seem like you have listings. And the way you do that, you ask other agents in your firm at your brokerage who have listings. And you say, hey, can I host an open house for you? I would love to get a marketing video of the property. You have content, you post it on your socials. Next thing you know, someone's engaging with you, asking about the property, and it gives you an opportunity to learn about that property and potentially sell that property. Even when I do have listings and I do have sales, I like to add it as another element of my business because I want to be in front of people, which ties into the social media aspect, kind of blending all of my points in together into one. So thanks for holding in there, hanging in there, whatever. It's about optics. So you want to make it look like you have listings. If there's a certain neighborhood that you want to sell in and you want to be the agent and you're like, how do I do it? Start taking your phone out and videoing the neighborhood. What does it have to offer? Maybe the landscape is beautiful. Maybe it's near a really great restaurant. You can go in there and do a little clip. All of a sudden you become the expert agent who's There's a fly. Eyes twitching, there's a fly. It's all about optics. The show must go on, right? Be the agent who sells that neighborhood. There's a million ways you can do it. You do not need to have a beautiful listing or a listing at all to represent your business as a real estate agent. Get their attention. What's something really cool about the property that you haven't seen before? Chances are good they haven't seen that either, and that's something that should be showcased. Prioritizing social media and video content. Obviously, I'm huge on this, and I like to make videos, and I hope you do too. I hope you start now because this is the era we're in, and it's not an instant thing, right? Like I make these videos, I sometimes get leads, but most of the times I don't. And the whole thing is it's not gonna be an instant gratification. Oh, I posted this video, and then I got this lead, and then it led me to this. No. You are posting content, engaging in your business to showcase to your audience, to your followers, what you do every day. People love to know what you do. People are nosy. They stalk you. They want to see what you're up to. And if you're constantly showcasing properties in the neighborhood, you're going to become the expert in their subconscious mind. When they're ready to buy a house in 3 years, you're going to be the person they think of because you've been consistent with your content. You've been educating them about the market. You've been showcasing these beautiful listings and these new neighborhoods that are in development. These are all ideas to make it seem like you are the expert agent. And there's room for all of us. Go ahead and do it. It's not a competition. Just play the game. Play the game. That's what this business is all about. Would love to tell you there's some other formula, but it is show business, baby. Also on your social media, don't feel like you need to just talk about real estate all the time. I started doing that for a while. It was like every single post, and I was like, this is so, I don't know, it's just, there's more to me than selling homes. I love my dog. I love to dance. I love to be goofy. I love to hang out with my friends and go to the beach. Be a human being because this is a people business and they want to know they're working with a person and not a robot. I am on one today. Okay. Another thing that kind of on like the personal development side of things, which real estate agents tend to lean on because it can be a very isolating and lonely business. And at the end of the day, we have ourselves. So here's the point. If you're the best in the room, you are in the wrong room. What do I mean by that? If you're comfy and cozy in your career, that is amazing. But if you're watching this video, you're probably a newer agent. You should strive to be uncomfortable and challenged every moment you can so that one day when you finally feel that you've got your business just in your hands, then you can look back and think, wow, I really did the work. And I don't even know if that ever happens. If the most successful agents think that they've got it down, we need to constantly be challenging ourselves, whether that looks like signing up for a course that you feel unqualified for, hosting an open house in a market that kind of overwhelms you or is above where your level is. Nip that in the butt and insert yourself in those positions. If you are the best, you're not able to strive for anything else, to learn anything else. If you're at a firm or a brokerage that you're feeling kind of stuck in and not challenged and not inspired and not motivated, like switch it up. I did it this past year. I love that I made that decision. I'm so happy with my decision. It provided me with the tools I needed to get uncomfortable again. I'm around people with different market share, a different level of real estate that I would like to be at someday, and I'm around those people constantly. And so I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm doing more with my business and with myself as a person because of that switch. Now, don't get it twisted. Okay? Who you sign with or who you hang your license with does not define you as your business. The most important thing is you and how well you can serve your buyers and sellers. If you do that job effectively with personality and dignity and humility, they're not gonna care where you are eventually, or maybe even ever. They're gonna follow you because it's you who carried them through one of the biggest moments in their life, or definitely at least a significant investment that carried them to the next chapter. It's a human thing. So yes, your brokerage matters. I think for me, I wanted a different aesthetic for my brand. I didn't want to have to be wearing so many hats, so I signed with the firm. Shout out to Compass. I love Compass. I signed up with them and took their offer because they had the tools that I need. My back end of my system, my CRM, my portals and my MLS stuff, it all is just automatic, and it works kind of like an assistant that I don't have, which one day I want. It just has a lot of tools, and that's why I did it. And I think I've said this before, Compass is a nationwide company. We have so many agents, and they're top of the line, which leads me to my next point. When you meet agents, treat them like leads. Okay, this is a game changer in my business. I heard this on a panel at a sales meeting in February, I want to say. Oh my gosh, shout out to Levy and Aaron. You guys were amazing. I took this and ran with it, because if we're not treating agents like we are leads, we're missing out on referral opportunities and business relationships that could launch our career to a different place that we never expected. So for me, when I meet an agent now, and a lot of you have reached out, and kind of regret not really getting to know you from the start. So please give me another chance. I would love to connect with you. When we connect with agents, we not only learn something about maybe their market and how they do things and get inspiration from them, but eventually we can do business together. If they're on the other side of the state or the other side of the country, and I happen to run into somebody who needs property over there, I'm gonna think of that person. They're gonna be my go-to referral. I get a percentage, they get a lead. Maybe one day they send one back to me, right? Treating your agent like a lead, put them in your CRM, engage on social media, do all the things like you would, the follow-up that you do with your leads, because that's your business. We're in this together. We need each other. Let me tell you, we need each other. Confidence is key. I listen to podcasts almost every day, whether that's real estate podcasts, self-development podcasts, even stuff that's going on in the world and in our country that may affect real estate and how the market goes. Thank you so much for watching this video. There's so many things I feel like I've learned that I didn't put in my notes that I could share, but I'm so grateful for all of you. I would love to connect. My name is Natalie Perez-Benitoa. I am a real estate agent in Southwest Florida. Thank you so much for watching, and like always, I'll see you next time.